Yeah, I heard everything from Haruki-kun. Yeah, there were just some things I had to deal with. I stayed at a business hotel by myself last night. I'm sorry I didn't contact you. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I won't be coming home tonight either. No, I'm fine. No need to worry about me. I'm at the safest place I could be right now. It's the only place in the world right now where I could possibly feel at ease. So, please, please leave me be for a little while longer. I understand. I'll call you later today. Bye then. And I'm sorry, Mom. Can you please tell Dad that I'm sorry too? I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. I'm fine. I won't hesitate any longer. This time, I will.
I'm fine. When I asked her if she wanted to come to my place, Setsuna nodded without any hesitation. I told her to warm herself up with a shower, so she went into the bathroom without saying a word. I won't be coming home tonight either, is what she told her family. I'm fine. This is fine. I've already tucked away the picture frame, the DVD recording, and especially that magazine from last time deep inside a drawer. Meaning there's nothing holding memories from the past 3 years here now. I've removed everything that could possibly evoke any such memory for either of us. That's why it should be fine. There shouldn't be any problem. This time, Setsuna and I... Yeah, as if. No matter how hard I try to make myself think otherwise, it's obvious that this isn't fine. I feel like this is just a bad rerun of what happened 2 months ago. We're just walking down the same path, about to make the same mistakes again. Perhaps Setsuna really won't reject me this time, and we might be able to go further than what happened during that Christmas night, and manage to greet the morning together. But it won't come about as a result of us believing in one another. It won't be a refreshing morning that dispels all anguish. If we still carry the same heavy feelings that burdened us last time, there's no way our hearts could ever truly connect. We've already experienced all of this for ourselves, but what do we hope to gain from repeating it all over again? I've made up my mind, haven't I? About the fact that I will be waiting for Setsuna, and I'm not waiting for her to give up on me. I'm waiting for her to make up her mind. Okay.
I'm fine. Haruki-kun?
Relax, YouTube, it's Towel. Hey, I guess you're done. There's bottled tea in the fridge over there. I'm sorry, can I ask you to get it yourself?
What are you doing?
Huh?
I'm asking you. What are you doing?
Even though the heater has already warmed up the room, Setsuna's voice and her body are still shaking. There are only 2 days left until the concert.
Haruki-kun?
A mix of bewilderment, panic, and hopelessness shone through Setsuna's piercing gaze as she stared at me. But she just stood in place, unable to approach me. Compared to back then, we're even more lacking in members, so we'll have to make do with an acoustic version. We have to make it work with only one guitarist and a singer.
I won't sing!
Uh-huh.
So, please, stop playing that now! I'm begging you!
Setsuna's voice, which seemed so fleeting up until a moment ago, had come back in full force. And with it, so did her anger.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why do you insist on doing something so pointless?
Pointless? Is it?
Of course it's pointless! I won't sing, got it? I won't participate! I won't participate in that concert either!
But her rage subsided almost immediately, and she stared into my eyes with a bewildered expression, as if to ask me why I'm doing this.
Isn't there something more important we need to do right now?
Wrapped in nothing but a bath towel, Setsuna is kneeling down right in front of me. Although she's covering her chest with her arms, all the curves of her body are laid bare for my eyes to see. Apparently Haruki has one of those magical towels that aren't square and just fit to everyone's curves. As she closes the distance so much that we can almost feel each other's breath, Setsuna slowly opens her lips and,
I think I'm ready, you know?
Carrying those decisive words, her warm breath reaches my face. And it's not just her breath. Her lips, face, shoulders, her entire body is unabashedly flushed after the bath, and the pleasant warmth is reaching me as well.
Today, I'm sure I won't reject you, okay?
That alluring voice and those intoxicating words.
Just for today, please believe in me. Please, Haruki-kun.
Setsuna,
I'm fine now. I won't hurt you anymore, Haruki-kun.
Is that so?
Yeah, this is fine. I'm fine already. Haruki-kun?
As if dispelled by her touch, the sound of guitar stopped as Setsuna cheerfully invaded my personal space. The hands she used to cover her chest are now tenderly embracing my cheeks and are pulling me closer to her face ever so gently. Naturally, our shadows merged into one. Can you really call this fine? But in response, I bind Setsuna with yet another spell. When you say something is fine, you're supposed to say it to reassure someone else, right? Why do you need to say those words to yourself? Because she's lying. If you truly want another person, the doubt of yourself being fine with it shouldn't even occur to you, right?
Haruki-kun?
As I turn my vague reaction into a definite statement, I reveal its true meaning. If it were me, I'd never be able to tell you that it's fine, Setsuna, let alone tell it to myself. And now, finally, Setsuna understands what my attitude means. I can't believe Setsuna the way she is now. I believe that she loves me, and I believe that she cares about me. But I won't believe in her own words trying to reassure herself that she's ready.
That's just a guy's logic. It takes so much more courage for a girl to do that compared to a guy.
If you really need to force yourself so hard to make up your mind, it's best to just leave it be for now.
Haruki-kun?
Because Even I've come to understand that Setsuna is simply trying to use me as an escape right now. I finally understand the reason why Setsuna was able to see right through my attempts to escape back then. The more you think about the other, the easier it becomes for you to see this.
Why? But why, Haruki-kun? Don't you want to do it with me? Don't you love me?
I do love you. And then, after casting another spell to put Setsuna at ease, you're the person who I love the second best in the world. I also chant a curse to make Setsuna feel anxious.
Second best?
Setsuna's flushed face turns pale in an instant.
That means I'm still Takasusa.
The one name that she tried so hard to seal away forever, that she stopped singing. She mutters it, unaware. I knew this would happen because of what I just said. In fact, that's what I was planning for.
No matter how hard I tried, no matter how long I waited by your side, even now, compared to Kasusa, I'm still...
Because the one I love the most in the world is the Setsuna who can happily sing in front of me. Because, for all my feelings to reach her, I knew it would have to make at least this much of an impact. The Setsuna who can sing and enjoy herself despite my crappy guitar's accompaniment. This is the most despicable form of wordplay. The narcissistic Setsuna that would ignore everyone around her. Select 5 songs that she wanted to sing consecutively and wouldn't let go of the microphone at the karaoke box. In order to reach that unreachable girl, I'd have to make an impact before telling her what I really want to say. The Setsuna who would still continue singing every day of the week, 24 hours a day, no matter how harsh the practice was. With the way I am now, I'm showing her that I don't mind resorting to such an underhanded trick as long as it works. The Setsuna who, despite complaining a lot during rehearsals, still sang to her heart's content during the actual concert, and accepted the audience's cheers with a beaming smile. Because I love her more than anything in the world. But the chances of me actually pulling this off are still around 50-50, because my target is the one truly unreachable girl who stands at the top. And it's not just me who feels this way. Takia and Io also do. And maybe even Yanagihara Tomo. But it's not only her body, but the bottom of her heart as well. I must make her understand this. That's how things stand, so I'm sorry. I need to prioritize practicing right now, but it's still too early for that now. I have to keep waiting until the time is right. If you're sleepy, just use my bed. I might make some noise, but please bear with it.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
For starters, I need to play the whole thing once without a single mistake. I've still got a long way to go, though.
Maybe I should go home?
I can't take you there. Sorry, but you'll have to call a taxi. 1 hour after the practice started, Setsuna just sat on my bed with her arms around her knees and stared at me as I played the guitar with a blank expression on her face.
This practice is totally useless. I absolutely won't sing. Got it?
No matter if we'll be participating or not in the end, I have to be able to play it at least.
I'm telling you, I won't sing. We won't be participating for sure.
Is that so? Setsuna will never judge the way I do things. And I will never judge Setsuna's assertions either. I just let what she said flow as if nothing had happened. This aimless exchange feels like it's been going on forever. We're all alone tonight, but neither of us has even been willing to touch the other as time passed by.
Hey, Haruki-kun?
After another hour, Setsuna opened her mouth once again.
Have you perhaps gotten the ridiculous idea that I actually want to sing?
I don't know. I still don't know to what extent you've come to hate singing at this point, Setsuna.
I absolutely despise it. Both White Album and Sound of Destiny as well.
But you're still willing to listen to them while I'm playing, aren't you?
I like to hear you play the guitar, Haruki-kun.
Thanks. Her words are very close to sophistry, but I know there's a truth to them.
But I simply can't listen to this song. Just listening to it makes my chest tighten up. I feel like I could burst into tears.
Is that so? Setsuna only likes the things she likes, and only hates the things she hates. No other rule apart from that exists in Setsuna's world. Though, I suppose that's only natural.
That's why there's no way I can sing this. Just this one, I absolutely can't. Just this one, I absolutely can't.
Because this is the song that embodies our memories. Because this is the song that brought about the beginning of the end. Because this is a song made by Kazusa.
It's all just been a terrible prank set up by Yanagihara-san, right? We don't have any obligation to take part in it at all, you know.
I guess.
Then why are you, of all people, saying the same thing she said? Why are you asking me to sing?
I just told you, didn't I? I like the Setsuna who can sing.
Are you saying I have no value if I don't sing? Even though I'm nothing more than an amateur who simply treats it as a hobby?
I can't help it, because that's who I like.
Don't be so unreasonable. If you act like that, I might come to hate you, Haruki-kun. I told you before, right? If I remember how to sing, that might actually happen.
Yep.
Would you really be okay with that? Would you be okay with me forgetting all about you?
I'll probably be very sad. I'll be very shocked too. And I might not be able to get back up on my feet again.
Then,
Even so, I still want you to sing, Setsuna.
just how important is something like this to you?
I'm not saying it's important to me. Rather, I think it's important to you, Setsuna.
Like I said,
Hey, Setsuna, do you really like your current self? You aren't able to sing because of me, and you can't even smile anymore for the same reason. Do you really like yourself this way? Can you really be called Setsuna if you don't sing, Setsuna? Can you say that such a Setsuna is truly happy? Huh?
I am Setsuna.
What did I just do?
I'm the one and only Oguso Setsuna. I The real thing.
I just said the exact same things Yanagihara Tomo said.
Please, stop this already. Playing the guitar this late at night might be bothering your neighbors.
My next-door neighbor works at night. He's not home right now. Before I started practicing, I paid my neighbors a visit. He told me he works at night and has Wednesdays off, so I promised that I'd try not to practice during daytime. Though Setsuna's argument was sound to begin with, it actually had a flaw she had overlooked. After all, this is around the time I'd always call Setsuna. I played my guitar every day around this time.
There's not enough time anymore. We can't make it no matter how hard you work now.
As little as 24 hours is plenty. I speak from experience. During that school festival, I only got my sheet music the day before the actual concert. Compared to then, now I'm only trying to play a song that I've already played before.
I'll apologize to everyone involved tomorrow. You don't have to force yourself, okay? There's no need for you to feel responsible for this, Haruki-kun.
This was Yanagihara-san's fault, wasn't it? So there's no reason for either of us to feel responsible for this, Setsuna.
That's true, but...
Just think of this as me doing what I want to.
No way! I'll feel bad for you, Haruki-kun. It'll all be a wasted effort.
Effort is part of what makes me who I am. That's why it won't be wasted or anything like that. Setsuna has probably realized emotional appeals won't sway me. So she started trying to reason with me logically, but this is something Setsuna will never beat me at. There's no way I'd ever lose a pointless quibbling contest like this.
Won't this cause problems? For the concert staff, I mean.
Haven't we already established it's not your fault, Setsuna?
The DJ who was running the show was really happy when she heard I would be coming. Even though it's a terrible song, she had it play again and again on the radio.
It pretty much went on air every day.
If I said I wouldn't show up, would anyone else be disappointed?
Quite a few people, I think. The song is a lot more famous than you give it credit for, Setsuna. The fact that this minor song is only broadcasted locally on the university campus has actually made its listeners develop a sort of familiarity with it. That recording was from our last practice before the high school festival. Most likely, even when you include our actual concert, it's our best performance. The seminar rooms, the cafeteria, the store. Whenever I heard this song playing in some other corner of the campus, I'd feel embarrassed, nostalgic, and at the same time, quite hurt.
What do I do? This is really unsettling.
There's no need to be worried, Setsuna. The one who's at fault here is Yanagihara.
I know that much. I know, but...
I see.
It's no big deal, right? Everyone will forget about it soon, right?
Maybe.
There are plenty of other groups who will perform at the concert. So if just one group doesn't show up, it shouldn't make that much of an impact, right?
That might be true.
Because even if we do participate, it's just one song, right? It's less than 10 minutes and won't make any difference. Someone will just take our place.
I suppose it's a small matter.
Then, what do I even do? What? It's something funny?
Setsuna didn't fail to notice my shoulders twitching a little. No, I just thought that was all such a middle-class thing to say.
You're terrible. What does that even mean?
She's being ridiculous. The things she's saying are ridiculous, and I'm sure she's realized it herself. What I mean is, putting me aside, you feel a sense of obligation towards all these people you don't even know. And much like Setsuna herself is imagining it, I too feel the change in her demeanor, feeling slightly more cheerful.
Of course I feel this way. What if someone went there just to see us?
Setsuna's resolve is gradually becoming weaker. And like I said, there will definitely be people like that. The brashly unresponsive attitude she showed a couple of hours ago has subsided, and I can finally see her usual kind-hearted, true personality showing. Jeez, don't say things like that just to make me feel uneasy. She's probably calmed down a little. If you're worried so much about people you don't even know like that, you can't keep running away from things that make you uncomfortable forever.
Really? Why did it turn out like this?
I'm sure it's the upbringing she's had from a young age that's been instilled by her kind yet strict parents that's made her so averse to inconveniencing other people. That must be why she keeps taking responsibility for these faults. That must be why she keeps taking responsibility for others' faults. That's why she keeps mistaking her own suffering for that of others. But if you ask me, I like the way you worry about things like that, Setsuna. And I like the way you act like a good-natured member of the middle class, Setsuna.
Jeez, being liked in such a way doesn't make me happy.
It doesn't? But I really do like that about you. I think that Setsuna herself believes that her own disposition won't allow her to feel the happiness she wants. After all, as a result of her kindness, Setsuna walked down a path of self-destruction because of me. She'd given me a push on the back despite the fact that I'd betrayed her. That's exactly why I want to cherish Setsuna's kind heart. It's why I want to cherish her small yet strong sense of responsibility.
It's getting bright outside.
The sound of the newspaper delivery man's motorcycle blends into the sound of my guitar. The other side of the curtains is slightly white. I would assume this is the coldest time of the day. Want to sleep for a bit?
No, I'm fine.
Is that so? In the end, Setsuna kept on watching me until dawn.
There's still 2 days left, right?
Yeah? She's simply putting her full attention on me without the slightest hint of sleepiness in her expression and her mannerisms.
Hey, Haruki-kun.
Huh? What do you think I should do? And she continues to worry, as she always has up until now. She can't sing. She doesn't want to sing. And she hates singing. Despite having said all that, however, she's being considerate of both my feelings as well as those of many others, which is why she's unable to come to a conclusion. I think that's something you should decide on your own, Setsuna.
What does that mean? Even though you've been pushing me forward all this time.
I want us to participate, because if we do, I'll be able to hear you sing, Setsuna. But if you say we won't participate, then we won't. This is something we both need to agree to do. Still, as I thought, it's fine if you need a little more time to think about it. I really love Setsuna and the way she's inconveniencing herself and acting so indecisive right now. If you think this over seriously now, and don't run away from it, but come to a conclusion after some serious thought, then I'll never bring this topic up again. I know that it's painful, and I know she must want to run away, but running away any more than we have would be unforgivable. I find the fact that a problem of such small scale can make her hesitate and stresses her out so much somewhat endearing. If you truly don't want to participate, I'll be there to apologize alongside you.
Why would you? It's not your fault, Haruki-kun.
But it's not your fault either, Setsuna. So, can't we both take responsibility together? I'll wait until the very last moment, until you come to a conclusion after thinking over everything thoroughly, Setsuna.
Haruki-kun.
I'll wait for you, okay? That's right. That's why I wait. I'll wait until the day when Setsuna can smile without a hint of sorrow weighing her down. Until the day when she can forgive me once again, accepting everything without forgetting anything from the past. Until the day I can meet that defenseless Setsuna who will freely hum along with my guitar without even realizing it once again. February 12th, Saturday. Mm. 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 Mm.
Mm.
孤独なふりをしてるのなぜだろう気になっていた
February 14th, Monday. The Hojo Valentine's Concert, a musical event whose performances are reserved exclusively for the students of Hojo University in accord with a project known as Hojo Broadcast, hosted by a group comprising of the Mini FM station's Broadcasting and Research Club, along with the Summer Live that will take place on the first day of the summer vacation. It's considered to be one of the two biggest events planned by said club. In contrast to the Summer Live, which apparently puts more focus on the rock genre, this event in particular is more fitting for the season. A lot of solo and acoustic bands' performances are to be expected, and the songs are also mainly serene and ballad-like. And given that fact, the Mini FM station is the main host of this event again, the day's performances will not only be shown in the auditorium hall, but also broadcast live for students within the university. That's why there's always a sizable numbers of students remaining on campus on this particular day every year, despite the fact that it's spring break.
So, which way is the North Hall?
This way, I guess? That's how we head north after all.
It's quite far away, huh? Even though it's within the same campus?
Come to think of it, I thought this was supposed to be a Valentine's concert. Why is Ogaso the only guy here then?
How should I know? No one asked you to come. I only invited one person anyway.
I'm sorry, Ogaso-kun, for insisting on coming along.
Yeah, you heard that?
Wait up, everyone. Mahoko, come on, over here.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Yara? Aren't you a little pale?
If you don't feel well, do you want to look for a place to rest? There's still time until it starts after all.
No need. It's fine. It's not like that.
No, it's pretty clear that her steps look like they're being weighed down.
Come on, Mahoko. You're the one who said you wanted to go and see it for yourself, right? I'll stay with you until the end, okay? So, let's watch the whole thing together.
Watch what?
That has nothing to do with Ogiso's little brother. Don't pry into girls' matters so casually.
Even though I'm the one who got everyone their tickets?
By riding on your sister's fame, mind you. Besides, don't you have entrance exams to take next week?
Still, I'm looking forward to it. I'll finally get to see Ogiso-kun's older sister.
It's still the stuff of legend in our high school. Ogiso's older sister and Toma Kazusa together in a group. I've always wanted to see her in the flesh.
I've said this a million times already, but my sister is really no big deal, you know.
Come on, Mahoko.
Okay, I'm sorry for making you wait, everyone.
Okay, let's get going then.
Huh?
Ogiso, what are you doing? Aren't you coming?
Yeah, sorry.
As I thought, there's only couples around us, huh? I guess it does hurt a little bit.
It's Valentine's Day after all. Doesn't really bother me, though.
Nothing to do with the younger brother, huh?
This is bad. I already expected Takahiro-kun would come, more or less, but I never would have imagined he'd bring those two along. It's likely that she's the only one who... No, they're the only two spectators that have come to this event with me in mind. I really don't want to imagine what expectations they have coming here, though. Still, how do I say this? Now that I know they're going to be watching me, I know all the more that I really can't afford to screw this up.
Hey, is it really just the two of us going? Two guys going to a Valentine's concert is kinda...
That's just how it turned out, man. Satoko said she wouldn't come no matter what.
Well, of course not. Not after you told her you'd be going just to gawk at another girl.
That other girl's just a performer. It's a concert, so what's wrong with listening to some songs, huh?
I'm sure anyone could see that you have ulterior motives. You're from the high school, aren't you?
Well, Ogiso Setsuna is hella cute. I invited you because you said you never saw her in person yet, you know?
I only agreed to come in place of your girlfriend? Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested.
Let's hurry up then. I want to sit as close to the front as possible.
I'll pass on the front row. The other couples might look at us with pity.
There are people here who have been drawn by the illusion spanning 3 years, too. And underclassmen from high school, no less. Come to think of it, even 3 years ago, our upperclassmen from the university came in droves too. And even though it was a shabby little event hosted by our high school. What's slightly strange is that not everyone seems to be heading to the concert venue. The cafeteria, the cafe, and many other facilities are filled with students who are supposed to be enjoying their spring break. I imagine they are taking up positions in places where they can listen to the live broadcast due to the limited hall capacity. No one appears to have any inclination to move until the concert opening. This does seem to be a common occurrence every year, but even then, compared to last year, this year's turnout is really...
Hey?
What if someone went there just to see us? There's nothing to worry about. No, I think it's more important for us to be... No, I think it's more important for us to be more conscious of that fact now instead.
I said, hey, Haruki.
As I thought, Setsuna is really amazing. Despite having spent 3 whole years in obscurity, her brilliance remained unblemished even in the slightest. Ah! As I was lost in thought, I suddenly felt a moist sensation. Oh.
I said, hey, Haruki. It's been such a long time since we last saw each other, but you're as cold as ever, Haruki-kun.
Izumi? On my ear of all places. What are you doing here?
Wanna munch on some pocket?
Hey, stop it! I was about to say that's my line, but she ended up stuffing a Pocky stick into my mouth.
I can't understand what you're saying. Want another one?
And then, after taking the other half of the Pocky that I bit into and throwing it into her mouth, she takes another from the box and stuffs it in my mouth again. And here you didn't even have to show up at all during exams. The usual way of her taking these things at her own pace once again blows away all of the surprise, anger, and concern I felt for her.
I was pretty busy today, actually. Someone ended up taking over for me, though.
Seriously, you could put it in a way that lets me understand a bit better.
In any case, today's your moment in the spotlight, isn't it, Haruki?
So, you knew.
I know everything that has to do with you.
Uh-huh. Thanks, I guess?
Jeez, I don't believe... You don't believe me, do ya? You actually been really terrified about just how much I know about ya.
I wouldn't say terrified, but I am a bit taken aback by the fact that she knows about it, and I can't help but put a bitter smile on. Even though she almost never showed up in the lecture hall or the lab, she seems to pick up this sort of intel so quickly.
Even so, aren't you acting kinda strange? I've been watching you for a very long time, you know, Haruki.
You're still noticing things that are better left unseen, I see.
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet. Are you scared to perform in front of such a large audience?
It's true that I'm scared, but it's not exactly because I'm scared of messing up. It's only been a month since I started practicing again. I never hoped for success to begin with, so I don't have to worry about the worst case scenario either. In fact, it's probably what's going to happen anyway.
What is it then?
The fact that my partner is still as famous as ever, I guess. Even though it's been 3 years, I'm still such a bad match for her when I think about it. I just kinda became aware of that once again.
Bragging about your girlfriend?
If that's the stance you can infer from me explaining it like that, then maybe I've been able to take a step forward after all.
Well said.
It's been a hard, thorny road getting here. That's what I'd like to say anyway. All that money I poured into my phone bills, all those times I lent her a listening ear, all those times I shed the skin off my fingers, all those times I tried to reassure her, and all those times I told her I love her.
I see. So that's how it is, huh? I know about the depths of your emotions, you know.
That's how it is. I know it now too.
Hey, could you give me a ticket? I couldn't get a hold of one myself.
I could, but
I only have one left.
And?
Fine, here. Now that you took it, you definitely have to come, okay? There's not much time until it starts anyway. I doubt I could find anyone else to give it to at this point. I'm not exactly sure why, but it feels like giving this ticket to her is the most appropriate thing to do.
Alright, now that I've fulfilled my goal, I'll head on to the auditorium hall first.
Sure, I'll see you later.
You'll be invading my home stage once again, so you'd better steel yourself and put on the best performance possible. Got it?
Even when I'm at my best, I'm still nothing special. But I'll make sure to put in my best effort. Thanks.
Go for it, Haruki. And let me know whether your winter has come to an end, okay?
After taking the ticket from my hand, Izumi walks out triumphantly and disappears from my field of view. In the end, once again, I'm left with nothing but a half-teasing encouragement from her. I was unable to ask her about the vague riddles intertwined with the words she spoke. Like, did that Pocky have anything in particular to do with today? And just what has she been doing since the beginning of the April semester?
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's time for the Valentine's Day concert. I hope Setsuna's up for it. It looks like at least Haruki and Setsuna have sorted everything out between them. So hopefully they can perform without issue. They are at least working through their relationship.